Good day, TNT. Good day, good day, good day. First, we start off as always, another blessed day. Every day the Lord Father gives us a blessed day. So make sure you take a second out your day and show some gratitude. Show gratitude, good, bad, or indifferent. He gave you, but he gave you and he had to give you. So show some gratitude. A bit of a late start to the day today. Had a situation yesterday. My wife find out one of her close friends. You know, she had talked to she in about a week or so. And then tried to get a hold of she and come to find out she passed away. And funeral was yesterday. So we find out last minute and it's a scramble, boy. And the funeral was in just outside San Salvador, which would be around Santa Tecla. It's about a good almost almost an hour and a half away. Far. When I tell you this place big, oh good this place big, eh? One of the provinces they have here, so bigger than Trinidad as a whole. It have more people in San Salvador than all of Trinidad and Tobago combined. So this place big, boy. Anyway, we had to go deal with that and we come home late, man. Almost midnight we come here, so and then I went to bed. By the time I go to bed, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. Wake up late. It's a late start to the day for me. So right now here is about 8 o'clock in the morning as I'm filming this here. So we time here. So it's probably about 9 o'clock or so Trinidad time. Anyway. First and foremost, thank all you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your opinions and thank you for topics. I appreciate it. Some topics all you give me, great ideas. I love it. And I'm looking into some of them. I could see all you like what talk about yesterday, so doing some more in-depth research into that, and I will have a video on that hopefully soon. Still doing some in-depth research on that, but kind of hard to research thing on our phone, so but we go make do. That is what Trinidadians are good at, partner. We good at making do, so we go make it work. One of the things, a topic we was talking yesterday, talking to one of she friends there, so and he asked me where you from, and she tell them my husband from Trinidad and Tobago. Man, sit back and they asking me about Trinidad, and they hear, well, we hear about the crime, we hear about this, we hear about that. Trinidad was a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. It's beautiful. Look how much birds all you have. You have hummingbird, you have turtles, it's a beautiful island. And I say, yeah, it's beautiful, but it's beautifully corrupted too. And here they understand that very well. This country was ruled by corruption for decades, started by the United States. I could get into the history of the country here, but I don't think all you want me to spend my time talking about that for the next half an hour. So let me shorten it for you. I'll give you the short story. I had a civil war here. Real people get murdered and things like body in the street and all kind of thing. Thing we never see in Trinidad. And stories I hear, partner, oh good, nah boy, nah. My father-in-law have a bullet hole in his side there, so from the guerrilla fighters and thing fighting, and they start shooting up the highway, and he turned the car, and he my sister-in-law was young, and she right next to him, or she was a baby, and put she in the back to give she to his sister. And as his sister hold him there, so pop, 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 bullets had to go through, and a bullet hit him and gone through his side and all kind of right where his daughter was sitting. Partner, when I say bad, they know. So plenty of them had to run. And they end up in places like Canada and the United States. Now the ones who end up in Canada, they might end up having no problem. There for years, no problem and thing, But when they go to America, the first thing America do, they might put them in a nice neighborhood. Nah. They stick all of them in the ghetto. But then, a lot of them who come grew up around them kind of thing, and grew up around hardship, and grew up around violence and thing. But they bring young children who too small to realize what's going on. So they stick them in these neighborhoods. They say, Spanish state had this, they go be good. But the Mexicans ain't like them. Black people ain't like them. This one ain't like them. So they have to band together. And they do what you will find in a lot of impoverished community. They go band together, and eventually they start gang and all kind of thing. And that is where MS-13 start. Now, government come along, and I believe it was Bill Clinton, or one of them. I think it was Bill Clinton. We deporting everybody. We deporting all of them. Now, some of them children now is man. Them come there as baby, and now them is man. Them may know the country, them may know nothing about the country, them may ain't go there. But they ship them back there, so like you have family that move and they gone to see Europe or Canada. They had children and thing there. They had children and they take them there, so them grew up their whole life in Canada. The only thing them know about Trinidad is roti and curry and doubles and things. So they may know the country. They know nothing about the country. They never go there. They never step foot there. They might have see a picture or two or watch something on TV or something, but they never step foot in the island. And they take them and send them back there. Some of them was young too, real young. Some was younger. You know. And they ship all of them back. Because they born there, their parents sing. They say, we don't care if they're born in America, we sending them back. Send them back. Some of them was too young to charge. So they gone to America, they gone to El Salvador. The Salvadorian government say, well, we're going to put them in jail. Half of the people coming here is gang member and think we don't want it here, we're putting them in jail. The US government threatened them with war. And say if you put any of them in jail, if you put the youngsters in jail, if you charge anybody, we come into war. And that started everything. That started. The same United States that destroy Haiti tried to destroy here. That is what caused the problem. And partner, it gets so bad if you feel Trinidad was a problem. I'll give you a story. My wife, when she was young, a young woman, in university and thing, she and she girlfriend, they meet up and say, yeah, we're going out. So my father-in-law, come and pick them up and thing. No. They went around the corner, wasn't far. So they go around the corner, they go out and they come home. Come to the house there, so. And my wife tells she friend, stay home, stay here, spend the night. And you're going tomorrow. But she live right around the corner, right around the corner there, so. She said, no, I'm going home. My mother-in-law said, nah, stay the night. It's not safe, stay the night. She said, nah, good. I'm going round the corner. I'm good there. Don't worry, it's right there. 2 minutes I home. All right. My wife wait and wait. No, she ain't get no phone call, no nothing. She said, well, what going on? Try and call, she nothing. Wake up in the morning, the mother call. She ain't come home. What time she leave the house? Them looking around. They ain't find she. Can't find she. Partner, 3 days later, they find she body naked and chop up and thing, and they cut off she head and put she body in the middle of the road. They rape she and kill she and put she body right in the middle of the road. That is what this country was like. So when I tell all you don't know, partner, all you know. And that is one example. And this was the murder capital of the world. That is what a lack of government will do. Government control crime. That is what a lack of government will do. Now, on that note, I want to address the crime in Trinidad and the root of the problem. Herein lies the root of the problem in Trinidad. Now, I know since I mentioned certain words and things, they go like this on YouTube, eh? But partner, it is what it is. Truth is truth. And me I go mix my words or change my words or for nobody. I here to give all you the truth. You don't want to take it, that is you. But I go tell all you. Here's the problem in Trinidad and Tobago. The entire judicial system. One thing I was talking about yesterday was crime, and that's how all this thing come up this morning to tell all you. Just to give all the example. I started looking into it. I'm looking into it for a while to see, because I see no, it is the bail system. Now it's lack of police. Now it's corruption. Now it's the prison system. Now it's this. It's the community. It is everything, and let me break it down for you. The biggest problem with the judicial system in Trinidad and Tobago, and I researched this. I do my research. I use government statistics and I use other statistics. I use other numbers. I use numbers from the UN. I use numbers from the International Criminal Courts. I use numbers from Trinidad and Tobago. I use everywhere. Miss Carmel actually opened she mouth and talk about human rights, and they want to, or PNM and all of them talk about human rights. And we go with PNM. Human rights. You know, Trinidad and Tobago has been warned by the United States and UN for committing human rights violations because of the prison system. Did you know that? Okay, let me explain. 30 to 40% of people in jail in Trinidad right now are there for minor infractions. Minor weed possession, too much parking ticket, they gain a little something there, so minor infractions. They charge them, they arrest them, they put them in jail and say, you go before the judge and you go grant you your bail and thing, and there you go and sort it out. All right, man. Here's the problem. When they go in jail, they get a minimum 5 years in jail for minor infraction. 5 to 10 years waiting in jail for minor infraction. They never see a judge. They never get due process. They get fingerprint, they take a picture, and they put them in jail. 5 to 10 years before they step in front of a judge. The prison officers, many prison officers have been caught for corruption, and the numbers say 70% of the prison officers in jail are corrupt and are aiding the gangs in prison to conduct business on the outside from inside prison. You have a judicial system that doesn't work. You had judges that will only work from, say, 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, Monday to Friday, and then they're done. They're working on the weekend, them are working here, they do work evening, they do not. That is it. Now some of these people you put in jail, they go in jail for 5 years. Them go in there for nothing, and when them come up, partner, them is seasoned criminal. Because let me tell you something about the jail system, eh? Let me tell you something, partner. Jail could be like say, let me say like a high school. Using you man there, using you young boy there, using you young girl there. Yeah, no nobody. You come in there, so they go start to bully and all kind of thing, yeah? So what you do? You look around and you go find some people, say, hey, come on, line with me. Them man go touch you, them man go worry you. Line with me, man. So you shack up with them, they so and all, you have your own little group and thing, eh? And them man bother you. All you line together, all you do things together, you know, you're good. But partner, jail is something like that, but worse. When you get in there, so you feel you could just go in there and shut your mouth, sick to yourself, and nobody ain't go bother you? Partner, at all, it don't work so, It don't work so, and I know because I know people who was in jail. I know people who spending life in prison. I have heard all the horror stories. I have heard everything. You go in there. First day or two, nobody ain't gonna harass you. Say you smoke your cigarette and thing, eh? Somebody go come and say, you want a cigarette? Yeah, man, give me a cigarette. And then he go come back and say, you owe my money for that. You say, well, me, I have no money. And that is where it starts. Now you owe. You feel you go there and keep by yourself, them coming looking for you. Now you part of a group, you part of a gang in prison. Because if you're by yourself, everybody go target you. So you have to find somewhere to fit in. And when you find somewhere to fit in, it has something called doing work. When American Canada, they go say doing dirt, doing that, doing work. You see that fella there, so? He owe me this. Go and sort it out. And that's how you go start. So you go in there doing nothing. Partner, when you leave, you're a hardened criminal. For some traffic ticket. For some weed. And then when they get the day before court, because the forensic system in Trinidad and Tobago is pretty much almost non-existent. Non-existent. All you have no evidence. Evidence gone. Evidence missing. There's too much time pass. You have to release them. Now they put them on the street. But now you put them on the street with a criminal record. Where them getting work now? Where? Where them going to work? Where they working? Where? So they go do what they learn to do in jail. And that creates a problem. You have overcrowding in the prison, massive overcrowding. to the point where it's considered a human rights violation. Trinidad Trinidad has been accused of multiple human rights violations when it comes to its prison system. Multiple. And let's go back to Miss Kamala time as Prime Minister. Not just PNM, you know, Miss Kamala too. They go deny bail to people with simple crime. Put them in jail. And then tell all you we're dealing with it. Now the prison system overpopulated. You can't even get them before a judge before 10 years. What kind of case you have after 10 years? You have nothing. You have nothing. So all of them must be released. And now when you release them, you're releasing hardened criminal into the country. Right back into the community. Into a community they do not know anymore. Because things change fast in a year. Imagine how much things go change in 10 years. They may know nothing. But you put them back. And then you complain about crime. When the problem with crime was compounded and exacerbated by the blasted government. Here's a solution. Here's a solution. Even in court. Hold evening courts. You could hold court trials via Zoom, via webcam. You could do that. You could fast track the system. For simple and petty crime, you could fast track it. Give them bail, put them on a monitoring system, and there you go. But serious crime, you go to jail. You packing up the jail with people who have no reason to be there. And then the ones who committing real crime, you ain't charging them. Why? Because you had nowhere to put them. Where you going and put them? It have nowhere. All the prisons in Trinidad are at capacity and over. They are overpopulated. There is nowhere to put them. Nowhere. So instead of charging them, you go let them go. That is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. They don't want to charge them. They cannot charge them because there's nowhere to put them. Because they pack up the jail. 30 to 40% of the prison system in Trinidad and Tobago is people who are charged with petty crime. Petty crime. That could be dealt with. Bail, monitoring, and other means. There's no need to put them in jail for something petty. You could also create a separate prison system. You feel crime going down? All you know, crime increasing for over a decade. Over a decade, you know crime getting worse. You could have built a new prison system to separate extreme violent offenders and worst case scenarios from the rest of the prison system. Them in jail and have cell phone and all kind of thing. Why don't build a supermax with no internet access, no access to nothing inside? Nothing. Not even cell phone. Like they do here in Sikot. You can build that there. You don't have prison guards watching them. You have military watching them. The lights don't go off 24 hours a day. The lights on and you can't see outside. There is no outside. You're never going outside. You go in a hallway and you exercise. And you are monitored 24/7. You don't even know what the guard look like because they cover from head to toe. You can't see them. Why don't you use their model? Take the country from the worst country in the world to the safest in all of North America. All of the Americas. And one of the safest countries on the planet right now. Why they don't do that? All I hear is a bunch of talk. You want to talk about trade. You want to talk about this. You want to talk about investment. You want to talk about spreading your wings and fly. But you don't want to do one ass. Because, madam, you are offering no solutions. Just talk. Just talk. Audit the entire judicial system. That needs to be done immediately. Audit. Why hasn't that been done? You're lacking judges. You don't have police. The prison officers, half of them corrupt. Prison officials corrupt. You don't have proper forensics. What you have? You grab them, lock them up and throw them in a jail, and that is how you deal with the solution. 10 years in jail for a minor infraction, and you think them coming out of jail there nicer than they went in there before? You're creating criminals. You're breeding criminals. You're training criminals. Because when you go to jail, you're going to come out with education, you know. Hold on there. I had to get my morning love up, eh? I had to get my love up. You breeding criminal. And then you're releasing them back into the community. You're committing human rights violation, and then you want to talk about the criminals when you're arresting them for petty crime. A massive portion of the crime them getting arrested for is weed possession. Weed. Madam, the whole government of Trinidad and Tobago, me and no fall your head up all your bottom, or all you just that blasted dotish. You are creating the problem. You. When you punish your citizens for minor infractions, you create distrust among citizens who have committed minor infractions, as well as citizens who have done no crime. You start to create distrust. When people could openly see corruption in the entire judicial system from the top down, from the ombudsman all the way to the prison guards, there's a blasted problem. You are committing the problem. You are exacerbating the problem. You are the one who's responsible for the problem. So, madam, you are no better than those criminals themselves. So before you want to run your mouth and tell Mr. Trump to kill them violently, madam, clear out your blasted jail. Start getting some judges here to do the blasted job. And the ones who refuse, fire them. That's simple. Like I said before, I am a tradesman. If I put you on a crew and I ask you to do a job and I bring you in to do a job, say it's framing, and I come in and I look, I say, hey, nah. Can't do this, so do it this way. And I come back and you do the same thing. It no come back to work tomorrow, you know. I fire you that day. You gone. Instantly. That is it. I replacing you tomorrow. But what is it to benefit them? Because I've seen them only letting go the real criminal. All you're holding the people who are really doing nothing. But the real criminal, all you letting go. Find out how much of them judges lifestyle exceed their salary and see now. Find out. Find out how much prison officers' lifestyle exceed their salary. Take a look. How much politicians and government appointed personnel lifestyle exceeds their salary. That is a good start. That's a very good start. Before you want to go open your blasted hand and chuck out your hand and say, hey, UAE and Qatar, give me money. Before you do that, before you start making deal with the Open Society Foundation, which run by George Soros, that was funding UE and other programs, racial programs, DEI, LGBT nonsense, all this garbage you was doing in Trinidad, that's all funded by Open Source Foundation and George Soros. That create the blasted problem in the country, that was helping create the problem in the country. While others getting real money. Before they do that, before you open your blasted hand and tell them to come, fix the country. Fix it. Oh, and by the way, madam, just by the way, yeah, I mentioned before, Venezuela have Shahid drones. Report come out. With the help of Iran, they are manufacturing Shahid drones. That last Russian plane that was there 2 days ago, please God, they will bring in advanced drone technology to Venezuela. Plane that could fly, drones that could fly from Venezuela to Miami. They could be used as spy planes, or spy drones, or suicide drones, and could hold a massive warhead. And if they could go to Miami, madam, they could go to Trinidad. I tell you that. I warn you. All you call me liar. As a madman. Those reports just come out. And I tell all of that before. Many videos ago, I tell all of that. Come out now, Venezuela off the coast of, now Russia off the coast of Venezuela. And them both are empty, you know. They're empty. And they just talk about the Poseidon and the Caliber, which could be launched from a ship or a submarine that is already there. Nothing to fear. Miss Maybelline, Miss Hibernation, Miss Nusari is here. Nothing to fear. You are purposely crashing the economy. You are purposely collapsing the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. You are doing exactly what the United States is doing right now. It's a controlled destruction. Crash the economy, collapse the financial system, and rebuild it to a system that they can control. That is what you are doing. If you don't believe me, go and look at the state of the United States economy right now. The GDP and the debt of the country far exceeds the debt before the Great Depression. By far, not even close. There will be a crash and there will be a collapse. And you damn well know it. But you want to set up this new digital system. Convenient, because that's the same thing America doing. And the company that is going to provide this service just happen to be funded by America. American technology. American interest. American digital dollar. And who controls the program? Who writes the program? So the country falling apart. You blaming criminal, but all you're taking no responsibility because it's the blasted government that are releasing them. You are charging them. You are charging nobody because you have nowhere to put them. Nowhere. Because you're too busy holding people in jail. I'm not saying all. Only the ones with minor offenses. Only those. You holding them in jail for 10 years with no grounds to hold them. That's a human rights violation. Your prison systems are beyond capacity. That is a human rights violation. And you want to talk and say kill them violently. You want to complain about the state of crime when you are doing nothing because you can't do nothing. You choose to do nothing. And you're putting Trinidadians and Tobagonians at risk. While giving them some cock and bull story. We are working to fix the problem, and we will fix the problem, and we are here for the people and paying them with this show. We will invest in service, and we will invest in social programs, and we will invest in this. That don't matter when you're flooding the blasted country with criminals. It's not criminals coming from Venezuela that are the problem, madam. It's the criminals from within that you are not charging. That is your problem. And the biggest criminals in Trinidad and Tobago is the government and the corruption in the country that goes from the top all the way down to the bottom. Because, madam, you will do as you see your supervisor or your superior do it. You will do that. Children live what they learn. And if all they seen is corruption, them ain't gonna go down the street and narrow. But don't point the finger. When you doing just as worse. If you're doing just as bad, if not worse. Sorry. Early there. Don't let me sleep too much. But you are doing just as bad, if not worse. Audit the entire judicial system. Audit it. Find out whose lifestyle exceeds their salary. And start doing your damn job. Increase the amount of police officers. Have an investigation into corruption and start doing your job. But you have no time for that. You planning the next trip to India, Miss New Sari. You planning the next trip. Anyway, Olia, I can always say, love all you too bad. I love all you too bad. Love my Trinidadian and my Caribbean brothers and sisters. I love my brothers and sisters around the world, boy. God make all of we. Now make all we family, yeah? Remember, love your brother and sister as you love yourself. God said, a house divided will not stand. Remember that. A house divided will not stand. But partner, together we aspire, and together we will achieve. But divided, all of we go fall together. All of we. So love each other. Look after your brother and sister. Make sure you have an ounce of prevention is worth upon a cure. Make sure they are lying to you, they may go tell you what's going to happen. God bless all you. God guide all you. God keep all you safe. God grant all your strength and compassion. God bless Trinbago. And God bless the beautiful Caribbean. And if it's His will, He go fix it. He go bring it back. Stronger and better than before. Stronger and better. Take it easy, Jack.